Tomorrow is quite the packed day of new PlayStation 4 game releases. As I counted, there are 10 new games coming out tomorrow. I wouldn't say that there's any blockbuster game releases, however, there are a lot of games that I would say should definitely be on your radar in a variety of different games. You've got titles in genres like horror, you've got simulation games, you've got compelling remasters, a lot of variety in tomorrow's offerings, and again, we've got a total of 10 games to go over, so let's get right into this. Kicking things off for you horror buffs out there, you definitely want to have your eyes on Infliction. Infliction is an interactive nightmare, a journey into the dark secrets of a fractured home. Wander through the heartbreaking remnants of a once happy family, piecing together clues and trying to atone for past sins, all the while a malevolent force dogs your footsteps, seeking violent retribution. Okay, so a generally basic premise for a horror game, however, just looking at some of the screens and some of the gameplay definitely has that undertone and ambiance of a horror game that I feel like every horror title should go for. Some of the artwork in particular is rather creepy, but that's exactly what you want out of a dark horror game like Infliction is going for. This game was actually released on PC all the way back in October of 2018. Back then, it really aligned with that Halloween release timetable. However, I'm down for a quality horror game at any point, and the game was received pretty well on PC, 210 user reviews, so not a large sample size. However, those that played it, 82% of it did review it positively on Steam, so that's pretty good, and it will be dropping on PlayStation 4 tomorrow. Next up, here's another very exciting game release that released on PC back in 2018, and that is 2 Point Hospital. Very excited to see Sega finally bringing 2 Point Hospital onto the PlayStation 4, as this has been a tremendously received game on PC. Now, this is a simulation management game designed stunning hospitals, cure peculiar illnesses, and manage troublesome staff as you spread your budding healthcare organization across 2 Point County. Again, the game was received really well, 83 on Metacritic. However, if you go onto the Steam reception, it paints an even more positive picture. 11,338 Steam user reviews, 90% positive on those, and then the recent reviews, 586 Steam user reviews, 96% positive on those. You'll build up a hospital from nothing to a masterpiece as you design the most beautiful or functional healthcare operation in the whole of 2 Point County. Optimize your hospital design to increase patient and cash flow, arranging corridors, rooms, and waiting areas to your exact specifications. Expand your hospital to multiple buildings as you look to get as many patients through the door as possible. Place decorative and functional items around your hospital to improve its prestige, lower patient boredom, increase happiness, and keep those end-of-the-year awards flowing in. It has a lot of elements that you wouldn't think about a hospital simulation game, but it implements all of that, and it is going to be at a hefty price point at $34.99. I believe it's $39.99 for the physical copy, but as a game that's received this well and a game that you can surely sink a lot of time into, I do think it's going to be well worth it, and at the very least, I'm just excited to see after nearly 2 years, a year and a half or so, that 2 Point Hospital is finally going to make its way over to the PlayStation 4, so that's exciting nonetheless, and maybe if you don't want to pick it up day one, definitely a game to keep on your wish list. Alright, next up we have House Flipper. House Flipper is another very interesting simulation title. As the title of the game would suggest, it's up to you to flip some houses. House Flipper is a unique chance to become a one-man renovation crew, buy, repair, and remodel devastated houses, give them a second life, and sell them at a profit. Another game that released on PC all the way back in 2018, so yeah, 2018 PC games making their way to PlayStation 4 tomorrow seems to be a general trend of tomorrow's game releases, but nonetheless, a game where you renovate houses and resell them for a profit. You buy them, repair them, and remodel devastated houses, give them a second life, and sell them at a profit. If you know what real estate is all about, it's trying to go for that, and House Flipper is rather interesting in the sense that you're gonna buy some absolutely destroyed houses, and you're gonna try to remodel them to be fantastic houses, and of course, the goal is to make a profit, and House Flipper will be out tomorrow. It was priced at $19.99, so hopefully it comes at the same price on PlayStation 4. Alright, next up, here is without a doubt my most anticipated game of tomorrow, and that is Mega Man Zero and ZX Legacy Collection. If you guys know me, you know how highly I think of Mega Man. I think it's a phenomenal franchise that for a long time, Capcom was really letting go to the wayside. For whatever reason, Capcom didn't have a lot of plans for Mega Man, and suddenly, over the last few years, it has been absolutely revitalized with the Mega Man collections, Mega Man Anniversary Collection, Mega Man X Collection, Mega Man 11, and now we have Zero and ZX Legacy Collection, and this is a stacked collection. Yes, you're getting Game Boy Advance and Nintendo DS games, but you're getting 6 titles. Yes, you're getting Mega Man 01, Mega Man 02, Mega Man 03, Mega Man 04, and those 4 games were originally released on the Game Boy Advance, and they were incredibly challenging titles. And then you also have the 2 even better games in my eyes, Mega Man ZX and Mega Man ZX Advent. ZX and ZX Advent almost have a Metroidvania vibe to them, where there is a degree of exploration to them. Mega Man 0 plays like an authentic and old school Mega Man title, just very, very difficult in that sense. But the fact that you're getting 6 games for $30 is incredible. I think they could have easily gone with a $40 price point, given the fact that the Mega Man X collections, they were separated into 2 separate collections, 4 games each, and they were priced at, I believe, $40 each. I might be wrong about that. And actually, in fact, I am. You are getting the X collection and X collection 2 for $40 for one buy. However, the fact that they're still offering you 6 games at the price of $30, I feel like they should be commended for that, especially because ZX and ZX Advent, again, are relatively lengthy experiences, and then you throw in 0, 1 through 4, you get a very well-rounded collection. And if you're a Mega Man fan, or you're just looking to get into Mega Man, I highly implore you to check out 0 and ZX Legacy Collection. Obviously, 0 doesn't get the attention that, say, a Mega Man gets, but 0 and ZX were both really solid titles, and this one also comes with some refinements, includes an artwork gallery, music player, special filters, and a couple of other additions, so that's really nice as well. And it's out tomorrow for $30, and again, this was a game that was delayed a little bit. It was supposed to be out in January, but now we'll finally get our hands on it tomorrow. Next up, here's a rather interesting release, Tempest, a pirate action RPG, a game that released all the way back in 2016 on PC. Tempest is a pirate open-world action RPG where you rove across the seas, these 3 continents filled with dozens of colonies and forts, hundreds of quests, and countless ships to plunder, customize your ship, trade, challenge fellow pirates, and face terrible mythical monsters such as Kraken and Leviathan. So I think some people are going to draw some resemblances to a game like Assassin's Creed 4, but definitely has a different vibe to that when you compare that game's naval combat and whatever the case may be. The game touts always something to do, 3 regions, dozens of islands, hundreds of quests, free roam, limitless sailing in real time, use the global map only if you want to, pirate cooperation, share the world of Tempest between you and your friends, pirate, trade, and do quests together, or declare war on each other and watch the ocean burn. The game also touts a pure single player option. If you want to be a lone wolf, multiplayer is only an option. The game is originally designed for single player. You've got a variety of different adventures, fight huge monsters, not only cannons, use mystical crystals to escape the enemy cannonballs, bring down meteorites onto your opponent, or call a huge octopus to your aid. So yeah, a little bit zany in that sense, but it was released at $14.99 on PC. If it comes at a similar price point on PlayStation 4, could be a nice little title to check out at some point. Next up, we have Vasilis. Vasilis is a hand-drawn adventure game. The main character, Vasilis, lost her husband, Peter, in the rebellious city center. The city is in riots for a long time, and almost every day something burns or someone dies. The game has a very trippy art style, and that's initially what captivated me to the game, and it's a game focused on a character and a game plot divided on 5 big chapters in which players will dive into riots, cults, and cruel war events. The game is based on Ukrainian political events in 2014, so rather interesting premise in that regard. The game will be out tomorrow, and it was released on PC for $8.99, so a title to check out. I just thought it was rather interesting in premise, so I thought I would give that a mention. Next up, we have Hayfever, where you'll help Thomas the allergic mailman gather all his lost letters in a challenging and unique 2D platformer. In Hayfever, the player takes control of Thomas, a young postman with a strong work ethic. There is just one tiny little issue. Thomas suffers from terrible, and we mean terrible, allergies. The game has a pretty unique art style with pixel graphics. I know, maybe done to death for some of you guys, however, it's something that definitely caters towards someone like me. The game notes that it's a demanding sneeze-driven mechanics, 4 worlds spanning each of the year's seasons, 140 challenging levels, 240 collectibles, allergy-fueled gameplay ranging from pollen and smog to nuts, an amazing soundtrack as well is noted. Hayfever is due out on the PlayStation 4 tomorrow. Next up, we have Grizzland. Grizzland notes that exploration is king. Swing your sword, jump, slash the dinos, break the game, shrink and enlarge, jump again, explode, and recombine yourself in order to learn more about the Grizzland planet. Game was released on PC back in July of 2019. Only 13 Steam user reviews, but 92% of those being positive is a pretty good sign, and it was released at just $4.99, notes to be a old school Metroidvania style game, so rather interesting in that regard as well. And it also notes a true open world setting. The areas you unlock are yours forever. Feel free to walk from one to another without facing any loading screens. Again, Grizzland is due out tomorrow. Next up, here's a rather interesting title, a mishmash of two genres that I really wouldn't expect. Ganbare Super Strikers, a soccer RPG. Super Strikers is an innovative mix between tactical RPG and soccer. Win matches to level up and earn new equipment that will allow you to learn special abilities, boost your player stats, or protect yourself against altered status effects such as sleep, silence, or poison. The game features a story mode where you assume the role of a small-town soccer team in Japan on their way to victory, perform well enough, and you will be selected to join the Japan national team, where you will need to play alongside old rivals in order to conquer the world. There are loads of different characters, each with their own strengths and special abilities. A mishmash of genres that I never thought I would really see. At just $9.99, the game was released on PC back in 2018, once again following that trend, and it was received relatively well, 84% positive reviews on 33 user reviews. Interesting game, and it's out tomorrow. And lastly, for you VR lovers out there, Space Channel 5 VR Kinda Funky Newsflash. Yes, Space Channel is back. Sega's legendary Dreamcast rhythm game Space Channel 5 is coming to virtual reality as Space Channel 5 VR Kinda Funky Newsflash. Heroine Eulala will navigate you through the world of Space Channel 5. Set in the 25th century, Space Channel 5's top reporter Eulala is hosting a news report on mysterious dancing incident involving the aliens known as Moralians that forces people to dance. Fight against the invading aliens by dancing and receiving more views and helping Eulala win the ultimate dance battle. So obviously, this is more of a zany game with a variety of different game modes. A story mode, arcade mode, trial dance, viewing, friendopedia, dressing room, and you got calories. Track the calories that's burnt during gameplay, so that's kind of cool as well. Obviously, Space Channel 5 is a rather iconic game. Originally released on the Sega Dreamcast, and the fact that it's coming back on PlayStation VR exclusively is rather exciting, and Space Channel 5 will be making its triumphant return tomorrow. And that's gonna conclude this video. Again, while I wouldn't say that tomorrow is bringing that standout big budget game, it does have a lot of smaller titles that I'm definitely interested in. Horror lovers are definitely gonna enjoy Infliction. 2 Point Hospital is an exciting release. For me, Mega Man Zero and ZX Legacy Collection really takes the cake, but a lot of other games rounding out the lineup. And again, a total of 10 games. That's a pretty packed lineup of releases. That's gonna conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.